What's going on, y'all? Hopefully, on this Sunday, y'all are doing good. And welcome, welcome, welcome. If y'all will, as y'all come into the room, guys, can you tap your screen? That helps the algorithm out and it brings people into the room. So, if you could do that, I would really appreciate it. And I come on here and I'm talking about real estate investing and just helping people actually level up and get to that next level. It took me, I don't know, it took a long time for me to have a lot of properties, over 16, and even get into multifamily or apartments. But it's a journey, right? But it was well worth it. In my opinion, it was well worth it. Hold on one second. Yeah, right. But it was well worth it. In my opinion, it was well worth it. Hold on one second. Yeah, hold on. So in my opinion, it was well worth the journey. Took me a long time, but now that I got over 16 single family houses and two apartments, I didn't have any type of way to learn. The only way I learned through real estate was I actually went out there and did it, right? Not a good move looking back in time, but I was only working with what I had. So now I go out there and teach others that want to get to financial freedom through real estate. I teach others on how to do this too, if this is what you want. And as a matter of fact, I'm coming up and I've created a 5 day challenge. And if it's something that you're interested in, all you got to do is I got a form here. I got to pin this and I'm going to pin it right here. So if you're interested in the 5 day challenge that I got coming up on real estate investing, all you got to do is click right there and fill out the form. But I just talk about real estate investing and helping people get to financial freedom. If this is something that you're interested in, you can always ask me questions, put them in the chats. I like answering questions. I'm not here to gatekeep. And just really, I know there's somebody out there that wants to change their financial situation. I know it because I was there, and I'm sure, of course, I'm not the only one, right? So, just here talking about real estate investing. When I talk about real estate, guys, I'm not talking about. I always tell people I don't do this fix and flip. I used to, but I come to find out that was just another job. So I've just found out other strategies that work for me, and I don't have to, be hustling all the time, right? And I can actually, when you do this and you do like I do and put systems in place, I tell you, it becomes a lot easier. And I have some proprietary systems that I have in place that I teach others, and it makes it a whole lot easier for you. So you don't need a property manager unless you're gonna have it in another state. Then yeah, but a lot of this stuff is not really hard. You just got to learn different methods and techniques from somebody that knows what they're doing. Tell me what city and state you're from. Let's look for deals in your area. I'm going to show you. There are all kind of ways to look for deals. I have 7 different methods. I'll teach you some today, but tell me what city and state you're from, and I'll show you. It's not really as hard as what people think it is. Knoxville, Tennessee. What's going on? 90s nostalgia. How you doing? Look, I'm going to go on this site. It's just a free website. I'm going to show y'all, man. Y'all going to be like, man, there's no way, Eric. Yeah, there's a way. Tap your screen, guys. Let's get to 50,000 likes, okay? Help me out as I'm helping you out generously. My family's on the other side of this door. I've already got to spend time with them. I'm going to do it again. I'm not waking up to anybody like corporate America. So if you want to be in that same position and you want to make a change in your life, just follow along with me. It's just very simple techniques. You might not know about it because people don't teach us this. But let me show you. Somebody was saying Knoxville, Tennessee. But like I said, guys, I would really appreciate it if we can get to 50,000 likes, because I guarantee you're going to learn something today on this live. You're going to learn a lot on this live if you want to. And if you have any questions, put them in the chats. Now, I'm going to something as simple as Realtor.com, right? Let me see if I can find something on Realtor.com. Now, everybody has a different, how do I say it? I have a different range, right? Everybody does. Like, I want single families, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. I highly recommend doing the same thing. And then I like a price range between, like, I don't know, no more than 150,000. Let's see if y'all can relate to that. And again, if you can help me out by tapping the screen, I'm really big on that, and I can help you out. You must have just got here. I've got over 16 single family houses. Over 16 single family houses. As a matter of fact, I usually go through an example. I just show you one of my deals just so you can get an idea how this works. But I'm on Realtor.com. I'm going to show you. Somebody asked me about Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm going to show you there's deals out here. Just trying to educate people so they don't have to go work for somebody else for the rest of their life. Unless you want to, then, that's up to you. I know for me, I had to make a I found one in Knoxville, Tennessee. Y'all are going to like this. No, I don't want that one because that's too much work, I think. Let me try another one. That doesn't need a whole lot of work. Now, I personally like buying properties that need rehab. All right, so there's so many ways you can make this happen. So many different ways you can make this happen. Please tap your screen because here it comes. This one needs some work. I don't want to give y'all that one because I don't want to I don't want this to be intimidating. It shouldn't be intimidating. All right, watch this house. Let's tap the screen. So guys, I'm not here to be solicited. If you want to solicit, please go elsewhere. I don't need business. I got plenty of it, more than what I can handle. I would like to teach you if you want to learn it. It's for free. And then if you want more than that, I do have a 5-day challenge. All you got to do is sign up. All right, so we're doing Knoxville, Tennessee, because somebody was asking about it. And what I teach, guys, it works everywhere. It doesn't matter what city you're in. It doesn't matter the state. None of that. All right? So watch this. Now, there are some cities that are better than others. Okay? There are some cities that are better than others. But let me help you out here. Watch this. Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm going to a simple website that everybody knows of. Let's see. Let me show you. Right there. Realtor.com. Okay? Let's tap the screen. Let me wipe my screen off first before I go any further because it looks like it's a little blurry. But I'm going to show y'all some of the stuff you can do from at home. It's just like that. You can look for deals at your house. All right, let's look at this one. I found one in Knoxville, Tennessee, or at least I think I found one. At least we can look at it. Now, I like little houses like this, okay? I like little houses like this. This don't bother me. But what I do is I turn around and get these properties, and then I rent them out. Now, this one looks like, okay, it needs window work. That's not a big deal. And you could do this while you're working at corporate America, by the way. You don't have to quit your job. Matter of fact, I would recommend you to keep your job because you got to show some source of income coming in. Don't think this is not for free. I know everybody wants to get zero down and you don't want to have to pay anything. No, that's not the way this works. I'm being honest with you, all right? So it does need a little bit of work. That's okay. Let's see here. Let's run through this. See, most people would just turn this away. They wouldn't even deal with this house. This is the type of houses I run to, right? If you know what you're doing, you can make this happen. Now it's starting to look better. What do y'all think? You think this will make a good rental property? Tap yes or tap your screen and give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. It's up to you. Tap your screen and give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. And like I said, I rent out to Section 8. But look, what do y'all think? All right, nobody's answering. All right, no big deal. I answered. So far, just looking at the pictures, yeah, I think it's a good rental property. It's going to need some. No, I would not gut this. That's a good question. No, you don't need to gut this. I buy properties like this. You don't need to tear the house down. You don't need to do all that. That's where people go wrong, especially the newbies. Somebody that's new or has no clue what they're doing, they're going to talk about, let me tear down the property. You don't need to do that. All right, especially if it's got good bones. All right. Now, of course, I'm just looking at the pictures. We're not even looking at the numbers yet. But just right now, I'm going to tell you, this is what you want to get into. Now, somebody asked about Tennessee. This is Knoxville, Tennessee, because somebody was asking about it. Okay. Now, I like houses. Like I said, most of my properties I buy that need some rehab. Why do I want to buy houses like that? Simple, because I want properties to where I'm adding value to them. That's why. All right, I'm adding value to these properties. So you can buy properties that don't need work. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just you're not going to add no value to it, so you're not going to make a whole lot of money. I'm not doing this to run a charity service. I'm doing this to make money, right? So you can renovate that property and turn it around if you know what you're doing. Okay, if you know what you're doing, you can do that. Now, we were looking at that property and we saw the numbers on here, and I'm going to show you something. I'm going to flip my screen around because I want you to see something. I'm going to teach you a little something. It's for 140. Let's just say 140. 3-bedroom, 1-bath house. It's 2,500 square foot. I like this house because it's got good square footage. All right, I could even add a bedroom, and a half a bath. But this house needed a lot of work, and I don't mind the work that it needs. But I can tell you something. They bought it at 140. All right. I'm going to show you what this house is worth. Now I'm going to prop stream. I teach this in my workshops coming up, by the way. All right. All I do is pull up the address, and in this software program, it pulls up the house right here and the pictures. Okay. So I get to look at all this stuff that we just saw on Realtor. But what I like about it is it breaks it down even more on this site, on this software. 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 2,516 square foot. But it goes deeper than what Realtor.com does, right? I get to find out more detail, like what's the appraised value? It's worth 160. They done bought it for 140. What do y'all think? All you got to do is come right over here to the deal analysis and click that. And you can put your rehab number in here to see if it's worth it or not. That's how you move further, okay? But at 160, that's what it's appraised for. I could tell you it's going to need probably more than 30. Let's just say it needs more than $30,000 worth of rehab. That's going to put you at 170. I wouldn't go any higher than that. I would not get it. So that's just me personally. Even if you put $100,000 into that, you'll make money from the monthly rent. You could, but I'm not, and I want to make something clear too. I don't base my win on appreciation. Appreciation of the house as it goes up in value, that's just icing on the cake. If I'm not making cash flow, I can't buy the deal. And in this case, if you got a $50,000 rehab and it's worth 160 and you bought it for 140, you need to ask for a lower price. Try to drop the price down. You can do that. Yep, you can do that. All right. So let's pick another city and state. Let's pick another city and state, guys. I'm going to show y'all and understand this. You can look for properties right here on your desktop, on your phone. There's so many ways you can find deals. And I talk about this in my workshop, all right, in my 5-day challenge that I got coming up. All right, I'd be offering 70. I would too. I'd be offering it low. The deal is, I like the house, okay? I do like that, and I do like the square footage. And it's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, and you can even add another room. You could add a half a bath. So it's got potential as long as you buy it right, because that's the key when it comes to real estate, is buying it right. All right, guys, give me the 50,000 likes. Come on. I'm planning on coming out here, helping people, doing this for free, giving you some game. I mean, do you want to work tomorrow? Hey, look, I always said I'm going to come out here and show you how to go work in corporate America, because I don't see a lot of participation out here, man. Sometimes by the beach of Florida, I don't buy any properties by the beach. All right, so I don't see anybody putting up with a city and state. Not a big deal. Eric moves quickly. So I'm going to pull up my own city and state because I don't see any participation out here as I'm giving out free game. I'm going to pull up my own. Let's see here. Oh, I'm going to do Austin, Texas. That's what I'll do. I'll do Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas. You know, that's why I don't like doing free stuff, man, because people don't appreciate it. Sad but true. In this world today we live in, you give people free game, you are wasting your time. Done that too many times. That's why I charge. Let's see, I'm going to do a single family house, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and I'm going to go from there. Let's see here. Let me find a house out here. Let me see what I can do. I don't do, me personally, I don't do, that can't be right. Huh. That can't be right. In Austin, Texas? Oh, that's Georgetown, Texas. Okay, that's George. Still, that's cheap. I found something for like very, very low cost. Let's do Austin, Texas again. Um, Let me do 3 bedroom or 50K. Let's get to 50,000 likes, guys. Let's get to 50K. And if you have any questions, again, I'm scanning through here looking to see if y'all are asking questions because I decided to come out here and hat, you know, just trying to help people out, man. I don't get it. Looking for an Airbnb in Atlanta. Yeah, if you want to build one, if you want to buy a house, let's see. Let me do. It keeps pulling up Georgetown, so I'm gonna do San Antonio, Texas. All right, let's see what we can find in San Antonio, Texas. All right, let's get to five. Let's get to 5K. I'm gonna make y'all reach. When is the workshop? All you got to do is sign up for it. Here we go right here, guys. All you got to do is fill out the information for my waiting list. Fill out the form for the waiting list, and you can be able to sign up now for the workshop, which will be all the information will be in there. We're going to send you a text and an email, and you're going to get all that information. But it's in September. It's best if you can be there live because you're going to get your biggest and greatest takeaways when you're there live in the workshop. Oh, man, I found me a deal. This is in San Antonio, Texas. Let me know when y'all are ready for this because this is about to be good. All right? I'm showing y'all how to do this. Now, I go into more detail in my workshop, but I know in San Antonio, Texas, I found a house. You tell me if you think this is a good deal or not. This is the type of stuff that I like getting. Watch, I can't even hold back no more, man. And guys, again, let's get to 50,000 likes. Continue to tap. Continue to show support because I'm showing you how you can get out of your corporate America grind or add income to your financial, personal finances. All right, so here we go. Guys, y'all got to pay attention. When I put a link up, you better grab it quick because I don't know when I'm going to come back up with it again, okay? So watch this. I'm gonna flip my screen over. Here we go. Watch this house here. And I'm using something, like I said, guys, it's Realtor.com. Realtor.com, all right? Now, this is the type of houses I look for right here. Watch this. Man, they don't even teach this in school. I like the size already. I like buying good size houses. All right. Now, just looking at this right now, say yes or no. Just right now, what do y'all think so far? Would this make a good rental? And I'm just looking at the pictures. Y'all tell me. I'm gonna tell you what I like about it so far. I like the floor plan. I like the size. It's kind of clean. I like that. It needs some work. Yeah, I agree with y'all, man. This to me is like I do a deeper close-up look because what I want to do is I want to look at the numbers. Now, somebody's talking about a flip. Personally, I don't do flips. I used to do that back in the day. I'm telling you, you're creating another job when you do that. But if you want to do flips, hey, that's up to you. My thing is, why not rent it out and get cash flow every single month? You can't do a flip during a recession. It's hard to do a flip during COVID. But I got paid every single month through the government. It was guaranteed. So that I just try to show you a simpler way to make this happen instead of making yourself work harder. You know, that's just, I've only started out in the early 2000s and still doing it. But take a look at this home. What do y'all think? Yes, no? I saw a few yeses in there. Now, of course, you know, I want to let you know too, you know, your Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America's, your regular banks are not going to not going to give you a loan for this, okay? Even if you have cash, I wouldn't even pay cash for it, okay? I won't pay cash for it, and I have it. Why? Because I want to leverage using other people's money. Tell me what y'all think, yes or no. Give me a thumbs up and some taps if you like this so far. Are you learning anything? Is this any value for you? Because I really don't want to waste anybody's time. And I'm just showing you why and what I did, okay, to get out of corporate America. I'm just going to show you what I did. Now, okay, so some people said yes. Oh, watch this. I actually had a house like this. You see this? There's a way around this, and I'll tell you. But look at this home. There's a red flag here. Not literally, but when I'm renting out my properties and I'm a landlord and I'm dealing with families and the kids, I would get rid of this. I'd still buy the home, but I would get rid of this because all you have to do is fill that in with dirt. They can fill it in and you would not even see that it's there. All right? So just giving you an example. All right. Now, of course, like I said earlier, I'm in the process of showing y'all how to do the buy and hold strategy because that's where your real wealth is. It's not through fix and flip and wholesaling. It's not through rent arbitrage. That's not really the way to do it. But people that are new, they have no clue, so they fall into the trap thinking that's the way to go. You don't own anything. Just being honest with you. Just hate to bust your bubble. But if you really want to gain wealth and get passive income, that's the key to me is passive income every single month. Let's take a look. I'm going to do a deeper dive into that deal. Does anybody want me to do a deeper dive into it? Want me to show you the numbers and everything? And this is what I look for as an investor. Let me know by giving me a thumbs up and tapping your screen. That's how I know I'm in the right direction. That's why I always ask because I want to make sure I'm in the right direction. I don't want people to waste their time, you know. Sorry, guys, I'm not going to sit here and show you a car or a boat or nothing like that. I'm just trying to give you value. As you come in here, you learn something. To me, that's the best thing. I don't know. All right, so what I'm going to do is, as I always do, this is a good deal, by the way. I can already tell you. I'm just going to give you a little peep on the game right here, man. So most people are going to fall asleep on this anyway, so I don't mind giving out my best stuff because, unfortunately, most people are not going to do anything with it anyway. Sad but true. But here's PropStream. And what I did is I put in the address, but I want y'all to see something what's so valuable about this software program because it gives you all the details you need. Property, demographics, tax information, mortgage transaction. It has comps. Okay, it has comps. I get to know what to rent it out for when I'm renting it out when I get it fixed up because I'm going to rent this thing out to Section 8 or traveling nurses or insurance companies. But watch this. Then I pull up comps, and then all these houses right here, all these properties that are check marked, those are like my subject property, and it lets me know it's a single family house. It's sold, the date that it's sold, and how much. And then that's where you got your ARV or the after repaired value right there. So this house right here is worth $290,000. It's for sale for $150,000. Is it going to need $150,000 worth of work? No. To me, that's a good deal already. That's a good deal already. But hey, look. All right, what questions do y'all got? Does anybody have any questions? No, you got it. Eric, we already know this stuff. You don't need to be teaching it. What questions y'all got? I'm really curious because I'm not going to stay on here long. I know people have to go to work tomorrow. I don't want to hold people up. I know you got to get your sleep. I'm going to be up because I don't have anything to do but look at properties. But y'all tell me what y'all want. And I'm going to show you, you could do the same thing. I was going to show you one of my properties if you want to. Would you like to see one of my deals? Tax deeds are good. I can't say they're not. Somebody said, what state is the workshop in? My man, I do this stuff online. I do this stuff online. I don't go anywhere. I did that already. Somebody wants me to show the breakdown. Okay, tap your screen, give me thumbs up, I'll show you. Somebody says, Sizzling Smith says, show the number breakdown. Okay, I'll show it to you in just a second. But yeah, my workshops are online. I do it Zoom. I don't go anywhere to do this, okay? Just to get clarification. All right, watch this. I'm going to flip my screen around because somebody wanted to know some more details about that house. All right, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 14 square foot, built in 1977. I like that. It's an off-market deal. Its estimated value or the after repaired value after it's all fixed up is $189,000. That's what I like about this software program. I'm telling you, this stuff is good. And then it has comps right here. It has all kind of tabs here. Property details, demographic. This is the software that I use. If I can't find a deal, I'm still okay with it. At least, and I don't try to find a deal on here is what I'm saying. What I'm telling you is that, say my realtor brought me a deal, right? Say that my realtor brought me a deal. I would still go through that right there and check it out and do my research. So really, really important. Okay? Really, really important. So yeah, that's a little bit of breakdown right there of the property. So now I can know whether to move forward or not. And I'm not going to go by just what my realtor says or what the wholesaler says. I can look at that right there. That's PropStream. That is PropStream. Very minimal costs. If you come through if you get my ebook or you come to my workshop, you get 7 days free. You're going to get 7 days free anyway, but I'll be doing a little teaching on it too. But I get all into that. Don't worry about it. All right. So does anybody have any questions about real estate, guys? There's the workshop right here, guys. I got a 5-day challenge coming up. Okay. It's in September. All the details will be in the email and in the and when I text you. All right. But if you're interested in the workshop, it's a 5-day challenge, actually. It's not a workshop. It's a 5-day challenge. It's going to be good. All right. Do you have to be licensed? I used to think the same thing, shopping heavy. You do not have to be licensed to do what I'm doing. Because all you're doing is being a real estate investor and you're buying properties and keeping them for yourself. So no, you do not have to be a realtor. I used to think that that's why I had my license, but I come to find out you don't have to have it. All right. I got a deal. Well, I got many deals. I was actually going to show you one of my deals so you can get an understanding how this works, because I'm telling you, once you do one or a few, guys, it's all about rinse and repeat. And I'm telling you, I was just addicted to this, and I just had to get another home and another home, and I got more cash flow and more cash flow. And then the next thing you know, I became financially free. Okay. There are steps to this. It's simple. It's not hard. You don't need a degree or license for this. Tap your screen if you want to actually see one of my properties so I can give you an example how this works. I already know how to do it. I just decided to come on here for free and show people how to do this. I mean, it's really up to you. If you don't want it, don't worry about it. No big deal. No big deal, because I'm about to do some other things. So, all right. So let me know if y'all want it. Man, I'm trying to get to 50,000 likes. That's one thing we never get to do on this TikTok. If we can get to 50,000 likes, it's going to break some things out here. Right? Let me show you a property that I brought, and I bought this in 2019. Now, I always have to say this. I'm not doing this to sell you the house. I know we got Section 8 families looking in here. That's okay. I'm not doing this to rent it or partner with people. I'm just trying to show you the process. We got that understanding? I'm just trying to show you something to give you a visual so you can learn. Anybody like that idea? Tap your screen and give me a thumbs up. I'm going to tell you about the loan process. I'll tell you about the rehab. I'll show you some before pictures. I'll show you some after pictures. I got one thumb up. I love it. Okay. All right. So let me ask this question. Who's new to my live? So I can say thank you for joining. Who's new to my live? Because I've shown this house before, but this is really for the new people. And tap your screen and give me a thumbs up. All right. I'm just going to move forward, man. I bought this one in 2019. I got a good deal. My wholesaler brought this to me. Watch this. Man, they're not going to teach you this in the school, man. I'm telling you. Y'all getting some free stuff right here, man. Woo, boy. We're going to keep this short. All right, so this house was already a good deal when I bought it. Okay, so let me give you a little backstory. This person wanted to sell this property. They were going through a tough time. They needed to sell it. They were a landlord, and they actually had a tenant in here. The problem was they didn't take care of this house. I want you to see this. This is my property. I'm just showing you how you could do the same thing, but look. All right, watch this. The house needed a lot of work. And again, the landlord, he was a tired landlord. He didn't want to be in the business anymore. And he just wanted to offload this thing, basically. I came in and got this at a steal. And because it's what you call a distressed property. So those combinations right there were perfect. Now, I didn't go get a loan from the bank. And I will tell you something, a little secret. Don't try to go to Chase Bank and Wells Fargo. And on these big commercial banks, they're not going to give you a loan for this. You know why? Because they're not real estate investors. They see that and they're going to run from it. They're going to see that property because it needs work, and they're going to run from it. As a real estate investor, we run to that. Now, who wants to see the after pictures? Because I'll show you the after pictures. I'm about to show you the after. And tap your screen. tap your screen. Give me a thumbs up. Let me make sure y'all are there. Kyra says, me. Okay. You want to see the after pictures? Ella Daughter says yes. T. Hutch says I do. Okay. Here's the best part about it. I'm showing you, even while you're working at corporate America, you can do this, because I was working a 9 to 5. No, I was working a 12-hour shift job. I traveled far, and I was still able to do this. Have a family to take care of, and I had other properties. Watch. I'm just going to show you a few pictures. Here's the after picture of that same property. Now, renting it, once you get it, guys, you turn around and get this thing fixed up. I never went to the property to pick up a paintbrush or a screwdriver. Okay, I want to make that too, because I have a busy schedule. So even while you have a busy schedule, just like I did, this is doable. Look at this. Everything gets fixed up because I rent it out to low-income housing, Section 8. I can rent it out to traveling nurses. I can do insurance companies. There's so many ways that I can rent my properties out. I don't worry about it going vacant. Does this look better than what it did before? What do y'all think? Brand new floors. I get all the light fixtures replaced. I get a hard money loan that takes care of the purchase price, closing costs, and the rehab costs. The type of loans that I get. So don't think you have to come out of costs with the and go pay cash. When you go to the dealership, the Mercedes and BMW dealerships, and y'all want these brand new cars, not you guys, but other viewers, and y'all, they want these brand new stuff, they don't pay cash for the cars, right? All right, same thing. You don't pay cash for the house. It's all about getting a loan for it. All right. So, like I said, the Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America, they won't even touch houses like that. It's got to be fixed up. But I use every one of my deals, I get an investor type of loan. And in that case, I got something called a hard money loan. And I talk about that more in my workshop. I get into more detail. I'll break it down so that you can understand how this works. Okay? But the point is, don't think that you have to have like hundreds of thousands of dollars. And when I first started out in real estate, I did not have that, okay? So it took time, all right? All right, so when I bought it for $120,000, and when I bought it for $120,000, it was already worth $280,000. So I bought it below market value. So I was already winning, and that's what I show people. The real win position is when you buy it right. That's the key. It's not after you sell it. It's really when you buy it. When you buy it right, you're winning. So hopefully that answered your question. What type of loan again? I was stating earlier that's a hard money loan, and I talk about that more in my workshop. All right. But I have I keep saying workshop. It's a 5-day challenge. I got a 5-day challenge coming up. All right. Any other questions? What do y'all want to know? Okay. Could you tell me how many bedrooms this country? It doesn't matter. That's a 3-bedroom. I'm not selling it. I'm not renting it out. That is expensive. Yeah, I'm not paying cash for these homes. Sorry, I'm not paying cash for the home. Where does your credit need to be? Edwin, for those out there, when I partnered with people, I didn't have any credit. My money was bad and low. You can always do something called seller finance. You could use private lending. Those are just a couple of methods. All right. But somebody said that was expensive, not really in comparison of what it's worth. So I bought it for $120,000, but it was worth $280,000. I mean, is it expensive? No, because I'm buying it with $160,000 worth of equity into it. When you buy your brand new cars of $70,000 Mercedes, is it worth $70,000? No, as soon as you drive it off the lot, it's not worth $70,000. But people do it every single day, all the time. Okay, so somebody's not understanding something. This is a real estate investing platform. I'm not here to rent my properties out. I'm not here to sell you the property. I'm just showing you and teaching you as a real estate investor. So it doesn't really matter where it's at. That's all irrelevant. I'm just trying to show you the process. So sometimes we got people that are asking me where this house is so they can rent it out. That's not what I'm doing. All right. Any other questions about real estate, guys? What other questions we got? And as I'm answering questions, if y'all can get me to 50,000 likes, that helps the algorithm out and brings people into the room. So I would really appreciate it if you will, because I know I'm getting solid information. And again, guys, I always tell y'all about my 5-day challenge because there's people coming in. Sign up for the waiting list, okay? For the 5-day challenge. There it is right here. It's a short form you got to fill out. I have a 5-day challenge coming up in September. You will get all the details through email or text. So there you go. All right. Do you ever go look at the home? All the time, T Hutch. I always go look at the home. Now, you can buy properties across state. That's up to you. And the way you can look at the properties like that is if you deal with a realtor or somebody, they could FaceTime. See, that wasn't able to do that back in the day when I first started out. But you can always FaceTime and they could walk through the property. And that's how you could look at it. You always need to get an inspection done. You know, inspection needs to be done on these properties. Never buy a property without doing an inspection. That's kind of one of the downsides that I see in buying properties at courthouses. I've done that before, but you have to pay cash when you go to a courthouse. I've been through that process, and you cannot walk through and do an inspection. So that's kind of the downside of buying from the courthouse. That's exactly right. So I would get the property. I would get the loan that takes care of the purchase price, rehab, and the closing costs up to 75% of the after repaired value. So in other words, if it's worth 100, they give me a 75,000. I get it all fixed up. Now they're going to give me 100,000, and that 100,000 new one is going to pay off that hard money loan, the 75,000. That's how the hard money gets wiped away. But again, guys, I go into more detail in my 5-day challenge. And in the 5-day challenge, guys, it's going to be good. I'm going to talk about how to find, fund, and flow. Those are the only three things you need to know. Matter of fact, you're going to get this when you come to the workshop. When you come to the challenge. But it's my book. It's Financial Freedom, Find, Fund, and Flow. Okay? And this is good stuff. Don't think that you need a degree for this, because you don't. You don't have to have a degree. How do you find contractors to fix your homes? We could talk about that a little bit. And I talk about that in my challenge as well. These are the questions that I already know what people are going to be asking me. That's why I've already set this challenge up to answer those questions plus more, right? It's kind of hard to answer everything in a live, but if you come to the challenge, which is minimal cost, it's really going to help you out. But one way to find contractors is, I know for me, what's been helpful is listening to people that I know, like, and trust, right? So family members, friends, that's a lot of the ways I've gotten my contractors. So, because you know, like I said, you're going to know, like, and trust them and believe in them, you know. So if they had work done to their property, like roof work or something like that, and I can go over there and see it, and they tell me how much of a good of their job they did, then yeah, I'm going to go through my friends. All right. Any other questions? I just showed y'all one of my properties. I want to tell y'all this too, guys, and I say this all the time, but a lot of this stuff is not even about the sheetrock and plumbing. A lot of times people have just the wrong mindset, guys. You can be able to do this. This is not limited to certain people or a certain age group or a certain, ethnic group, or it's just not. Most people can't even get out of their own way because they got stuff in their head. The negativity of, well, I can't do it because I'm too old. I can't do it because I'm working at corporate America. No, you can. You really can. You just have to change your mind. It's a mind shift change. That's exactly what it is. And there's some books that I always say this too. Here's some books that I recommend you can read. If you want to know what I read that really helped me out, tap your screen and give me a thumbs up, and I'll tell you. Because there's ways to make this happen, guys. We can make excuses all day long, but it's not going to get you anywhere. You can take action and make a change, and you won't have to be working up at early in the morning figuring out how you're going to make ends meet. You don't have to try to figure out how you're going to retire on less than $30,000 a year because you're dependent on Social Security. That's going to be gone, or a 401k. These are things it's just a mind shift change. It really is. All right. So let me see here. Yeah, to answer your question, T Hutch, I always look at my properties. I always go look at my properties. Any other questions, guys, about real estate? Just trying to help people out. Let me go check my. Okay, I thought my internet wasn't working. All right, what other questions y'all got? Any other questions? I'll be on tomorrow. Not sure what time, but just coming on here teaching people, man, about financial freedom because they don't teach us this in school about real estate investing and doing the buy and hold strategy. Does this stuff work? I've been doing it for the last 20 years and I'm still buying. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop. And it's provided a great lifestyle for me and my family. So I love sharing this information. All right, so I don't see any more questions. Again, guys, I'm going to do this one more time. One more time, somebody saying the link didn't work. It's pinned right here. The link does work. And if not, then we'll check it again. But for the last time I looked, it did work. All you got to do is click it. It's right here. There it is right there. Fill out the short form and sign your name or fill out the information. All right? And you'll hear back from us. It gave you an internal error. Okay, I need to look into that then. Sorry if that's the case. I don't know if anybody else signed up, but sorry if that's the case. Thanks for letting me know, but I will check it when I get off of here because I'll be on every single day, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll get it linked up. If it is, let me know. Is anybody trying to get on and it didn't work? Let me ask you before I get off real quick. I might try to come back on if people are interested. Okay, hold on. Matter of fact, I might come back on a little bit later. I don't know. I didn't know it didn't work. I thought it did. It did work. User 96. Anybody? Yes works or no it doesn't. Let me know. Yes it works or no it doesn't. It doesn't work. Okay. All right. Well, didn't work for you either. Okay. It must not work. Sorry about that, guys. I will get it fixed. As a matter of fact, I might come on back on later. Okay, would not let you submit it. Okay, I will get back in there immediately to get that fixed, and then I might give it another shot a little bit later. All right, but I definitely will be on tomorrow, guys, helping y'all out, getting to financial freedom, getting you to the next level. Don't worry, I'm coming on every day. I'm getting back into the groove. I was just sick for a while. Before that I was on vacation. So I've been off for like a month. I usually come on every single day. So I love teaching this, helping people to get to financial freedom through real estate. Stick around. And I think I think there's a spot where you can what is it called? Like you'll be notified. You can follow me and you'll be notified when I come on live if you like my lives. All right. So thank y'all for coming to my lives. I appreciate it. Good questions y'all ask. I'll be on tomorrow. Maybe on later on this evening in another hour. I'm interested. I'll retire in 1 or 2 years from teaching. Awesome, sweet. I used to work at a plant and I just got tired of working for somebody else. That was me. And I knew it wasn't working. So that's why I do real estate. And I love it. I love getting passive income every single month. And I just happen to find a way. All right, Devet, I just happen to find not only does it provide such great income, I'm not trying to be the richest man in the world, but what I am trying to do is provide for me and my family to a point to where I don't have to exchange time for wages. I don't want to be dependent on somebody else. And I got to learn that at a young age after I got laid off. I'm 51 now and I enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy my rest of my life, right? Instead of doing what most people do and just work for somebody else till the rest of their life. I'm not doing that. This system is not set up and designed for you to win. So that's why you have to be creative and do your own thing. Lost my husband I'm sorry to hear that, Devet. I'm sorry to hear that. Lost my husband 4 months ago. I'm 52. Well, God bless you and I hope the best. But for those that don't know or do know, again, the system is not set up for us. They would rather see us fail as opposed to succeed. There's a lot of money being made when you got to pay somebody every single month at high interest rates. Yeah, they're making a lot of money off of you guys. You got to learn how to flip the script. And all you got to do is learn something that you don't have to go to school for. Isn't that amazing? Your school system, 4-year college, and you're going to pay all that money. Yeah, you're going to be a student loan debt for a long time. I got some buddies of mine that went to school and got a degree, but unfortunately, they didn't get a job in the degree they went for. Perfect setup, and people fall into it every single day. So sad. I'm set up and ready to retire, and I was a military wife. Awesome, the vet. Awesome. Yeah, I might come on later on this evening, but I'll definitely be on tomorrow, guys. And again, I don't want to get on my soapbox about corporate America and the education system, but it is what it is. The only way, this is what I found out. I'm just going to tell you my take on this. The only way you're going to make it out of this matrix of working in this rat race, the only way to get out of it is by learning a new skill. And I'm just telling you from my experience. I worked a high-end earner job. I'm exchanging time for wages. Didn't work. I tried to work two jobs. Spent most of my time at work, away from home, and then I get taxed more. So by the end of the day, I didn't make any money. But I thought I was at the time. Well, I knew I wasn't, but it felt like the right thing to do because I didn't know any other way. Then I learned about real estate. Leveraging by using other people's money. Leveraging by using other people's expertise by working on the properties because I don't work on them. And getting cash flow every single month passively. And I do that from right here. I mean, I'm in my home and I look at deals and stuff and I go out in the field. But most of my work is right here. I don't think that's a bad trade-off. I don't have to get up in the morning. I don't have to deal with an alarm clock. I don't have to deal with traffic. I don't have to deal with a boss. I don't have to. The list just goes on and on. All right, I'm done with that. Yes, you're speaking the truth. I thank you, Devet. I appreciate it. But the point is, anybody can do this. No degree required. It's just up to you. It's getting past this is the first thing. That is the very first thing. Just being honest. Just keeping it 100. I followed you. I look for your info. Okay. Thank you very much. But the like I said, the form I'm gonna have, I got to get it linked. Evidently, it's not working correctly, and I'll be on tomorrow, so don't worry about it. And I'll be on all through the week. So my 5-day challenge is coming up. It's in September. I'll give you more details, guys. But don't worry about it. We'll make it happen. All right. But in the meantime, between times, stay up. Learn a new skill. If it's not through real estate, just do something. Because if you keep doing what you're doing, I promise you, if you think it's gonna work, go ahead. I like what the definition of what I almost said Isaiah Thomas, Isaac Newton. He said, if you keep doing the same thing, Albert Einstein. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, that's a definition of insanity. And most people do that. We keep doing the same thing over and over again. Think it's gonna change? It's not changing nothing. So anyway. All right, so right now I'm utilizing the high yield savings account. Yeah, I did that, and I did a UIL, which is a insurance, which is actually pretty good. I have one of those, but to me, real estate has just been the best. Real estate, I do a little bit of crypto, but most of my money is put into real estate because real estate just isn't going anywhere. And that's another reason why I do real estate, because I started to look at it. So I need to get into something that's like, pretty sure. And when I did my research, mankind needs three things in life: food, clothing, and shelter. I'll repeat that again: food, clothing, and shelter. I didn't say crypto. I didn't say stocks. I didn't say mutual funds, IRAs, or high yield accounts. Food, clothing, and shelter. If I got shelter and it's a necessity of life, how are my properties going to go vacant as long as I don't put the effort in, right? It's like it's going to work or it's going to work. Now, there's some other details you got to put involved inside of it, but you're already set yourself up for success by winning at something that people need already. And that's just how I look at it. All right. So anyway, again, I'll be on tomorrow. I'll probably around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will see y'all then and there. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe out there.